I want to make sure that people understand how serious of your character and how it plays a part into your life and the decisions that you make. The fact that I'm a religious person, well, not just a religious person, I'm a person that has a relationship with God. They knew this. They know I was a person of my word. They knew that when they could call me, I was going to come. So this is a weakness. This is literally a weakness. This is what a person will use to harm you, yo. And I know that people like, yo, that's what's up. This is a good thing. It's only a good thing for people with good intentions, yo. But people don't realize is that all this stuff that I'm saying can be used against you, yo. And the saddest part about it being used against you is always used against the best people, the best of the people. And I mean this, yo, because look what they did to Jesus, yo. And look what they did to Joseph, yo. And look what they did to every other prophet or any other person of good nature, yo. They will literally use this against you. They're going to try to set you up in this way. So I'm not telling a person to go up against their word or nothing like that and go against their character. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is just be mindful that this is how you get set up, yo. This is really how you get set up. Straight like that, because that's what happened to me. So I want you to take that into consideration so you don't get set up. And if you do get set up, just know, or if you cool with being set up and that's the risk that you take, just know that that's just what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you make it out the situation like I did, where you can live to tell about it, where in some situations you may not make it out. And you know, that's what I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about other people not making it out of the situation because of somebody being so schemy and so jealous and so envious of your light that they willing to dim it. See, because none of you dudes or none of you women on this side, none of y'all are competition to me. I don't look at other people's light and be like, oh, I don't like that light. Let me go over there and dim your light. Like, that's gay shit. That's gay shit, yo. And that's what all these people be doing. A bunch of gay shit. And I don't mean that in to disrespect the gay people. I mean it. It's gay shit. And that's what people be doing. A bunch of gay shit. A bunch of kiki ha-ha and behind your back. A bunch of fucking just unbelievable gay shit. So it just needs to stop. And you mean, you know, just rectify it and check it as best as possible. So right here, what we have right here is an affidavit of probable cause. So the affidavit of probable cause is literally what they use to arrest me. So what I want to do is I want to lead up to this. Because I had this in paper, what I'm going to do is take a picture of it and put it on the joint. But I'm also going to show, I'm going to do that on this one. I'm going to show where the discovery came from. So you will understand it came from my attorney. So and also I'll show you a docket sheet. Now, one of the things that will always prove how illegal my case is, I have a 20-page docket sheet. It's 22 pages. 22 pages. You see this? This is my docket sheet right here. You see that? That's 22 pages of docket. What? That tell you, not half the time I was in jail. Not even half the time, 38 months of it, I was in jail before I went back in. So that, I was in this joint 36 straight months, or 37, something like that, straight, just in jail. So on a gun case, this is sad shit. This is unbelievable shit. And truthfully, this is one of those things where I want people to understand, because I know there's going to be people out there that's going to say things like, yo, if I'm innocent, I'm going to rumble that joint all the way down and all that. It sounds good. It always sounds good when you're in the middle of, or if you're not in it. But when you're in the middle of the joint, it weighs on you. It just weighs on you, yo. You got a family. You got all these things stacked up against you, yo, and you just sitting in jail for a crime you didn't commit. This is impossible shit. This is an impossible situation for people. And I watch dudes literally cop out, just to get this shit out the way because of just how disgusting the system is. So I wanted to say that, real quick, because this is a very truthful thing, and it's understood. I don't get mad if you do or you don't. It's not something that I look at and look at it from an objective point of view. I know what these people do, and I understand the type of weight and the type of pressure that you could be under. You know what I'm saying? So, this is one of those things where it's a sad situation all around, but it's just the type of disgusting behavior that you have with the DA's office, these police that be lying and dirty cops, these witnesses that be lying, dirty people on this earth and stuff like that. So with the affidavit of probable cause, I'm gonna lead up to this, right? So, and I'm also gonna show the a search warrant, right? Now, this search warrant means nothing. You know why it means nothing? Because I was charged with 2 guns, right? I never had them on me. I never seen them. These are guns I never had. So this is why I want people to understand this is a made up case. These are guns I've never seen. I never had. So the fact that you could charge me with possession or buying guns I've never seen before, I never have, or whatever, is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and it's dirty work. It's dirty work. It's dirty cop work. You know what I'm saying? They found the guns somewhere, somewhere else. Like, what the heck does that have to do with me? This is crazy work, but this is the type of stuff that happens in the criminal justice system, yo. When they want to get you off the streets, this is the shit that they will do. They will literally put crime on you. Like the first time I seen a cop set somebody up, I was 14. I was 14 years old and I seen a cop put drugs on a person, yo. And this is the type of stuff that was normal in my neighborhood. So this is also a search warrant right here. Let me get the address off this joint. So here's the search warrant right there. So I don't know. I'm gonna take the joint off of this joint. And so but either way, there's a reason why I'm showing this. So right, leading up to this, I told you about like the yo come over to the crib stuff and all that, right? Now peep this. On like around May or June of 2018, my ex wanted to do a trip. She wanted to plan a trip, right? Mind you, I plan trips all the time. This is what I do because I'm paying for them. So I normally plan the trips. This time she wanted to plan it, all that stuff. She didn't. I don't know if she paid for it. I doubt that. But no, she did because she was working at the time. So that's another thing. But I'll get into like women with money type stuff and all that. I'm gonna get into that for men. Like the way you see with the women stuff nowadays, like the different roles and all that stuff. the way women against men stuff is crazy, yo. And because of her behavior, this is what we're experiencing, because she did exactly what these women do. And she's the reason why our society is the way it is right now. That's like, people don't understand. This is really the reason. She is the sole reason why our society is like this, because of her and people like her. So, and the bull too. So she wants to plan this trip. So I'm like, yeah, all right, go ahead, plan the trip. We went to Myrtle Beach. I'm in Myrtle Beach, and Bull calls me. Bull calls me and tells me he being raided by the cops. I don't know what you calling me for. Deal with your problem. So that was the first indication I knew something was wrong. But I never really thought nothing of it. I gave him, I don't even remember what I said to him. But either way, I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, handle your business. If, you need something, I got you. I'll take care of you. But in the joint, I could see I could read the energy in the room. And it kind of made the whole trip a little sour a little bit with my ex, because we're on a trip. We're literally on a trip. So what people don't, what you're going to start to see in my case is that the cop, this is purpose. This was on purpose. She was already working for the cops. She's planned this trip to take me to Myrtle Beach, because what happens is when you leave the city, the cops make sure that when they do slimy shit, they make sure you're not in the city to see it. Or at least you can come back and deal with it afterwards. They make sure you're not in the city. This is a normal tactic. Like I heard what's the rapper bull Pooh Shiesty. He said, I don't leave the city because every time I leave it seems something be happening. I don't go on vacation because every time I leave something be happening. That's really what be happening. They wait for you. Like, they'll check your Instagram, your Facebook and all that. And they waiting for you to leave the city so that they can do something slimy. And in this case, that's what she did. Like I said, I still can't see the woods. Like, I had no idea what's going on. But this is what's happening. I'm being set up. So she is, like I said, the energy is switched on our trip and all that. Of course, she hit me with it's save okay and all that. And I'm like, no, he having some type of police problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, this is fake. This is fake stuff. We go back to the city, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days later. And this is important because on the search warrant, the cops used a predated warrant. One of the reasons why I have it highlighted is because it's predated and pre-signed. This is crazy cop shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is illegal. You can't do that. So, crazy stuff. So I'm gonna show you how vicious these police are. And they searching a crib that's not even mine. This is Anyway, and they knew my crib because my address is on my driver's license, yo. Stop it. Like, they really tripping. And another reason why I knew that she was working with the cops is there's an address on my paperwork that only she knew about. She signed the lease. I didn't even sign the lease. I don't even know how they had that as an address for me. I never even signed the lease to the apartment. So, like, they act like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, when you do your own investigation, yo, you find out so much stuff and so much disgusting work, yo. Like, this is disgusting work, yo. To set me up is crazy work. But anyway, so I come back from Myrtle Beach. I get back to the city. Of course, I don't even go to check on Xavier. I already know that he's having police problems. So, and I don't deal with shit like that. The first thing I get, soon I couldn't even touch down in the city, get in the car before my father was calling me. So I'm like, what's up? He like, Jared, the cops came by here. I'm like, the cops? I'm like, why? What's up? So he like, they came by looking for you. I'm like, why the fuck would they come to your house looking for me? So this is even worse. So they come to his house with the search warrant. So now I'm like, I'm like, okay, all right, see, y'all playing games, right? So he like, yo, go find out, what's up with them. I'm like, I'm not calling them, because they gave him, of course, they gave him a card and stuff like that. He like, call them. I'm like, I'm not calling the cops. I don't talk to them. He like, call them. I'm like, I'm not calling them, yo. He like, yo, I'm telling you to call them just like this. So we arguing on the phone. So because he's my father, and I told him just like this, I said, because you my dad, I'm going to call him. But I don't like, I'm not listening to you no more. You know what I'm saying? And this is an omen, because I'm gonna tell you what they did. So I call him, and he answered the phone. The first thing I say is, why the fuck you search my parents' crib? Like, don't hide, don't ask for him, none of that. What the fuck? He knew exactly who it was. He like, I assume this is Mr. Smith and all that. So I'm like, yo, why the fuck is you searching my family crib, yo? He like, well, we have some information that you are in possession of this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, I don't fuck with guns at all. I don't fuck with guns. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? So, like normal shit. Like, this is impossible shit. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? What you think? What did you expect out of a phone call? So he like, well, we need you to come in, and we need your side of the story, or some stupid shit like that. I'm like, what? I crack up laughing. I said, ha, ha, ha. I said, pussy, I don't fucking talk to the cops, dickhead. I said, yo, listen, man, don't ever search my crib. My folks' crib. If you want to come and search a crib, you search my house. You come to my house, dickhead. Don't ever search my folks' crib. I bang on him, boom. Wallahi, that's the exact words I said and the exact way I said it. This motherfucker, like, this is later on. Now I ain't gonna jump the script. So you hear that joke. So I'd leave it alone. At this point right here, this is to me, honestly, yo, you gotta understand my position in life at this point. I've been out of a other case. I did time already. I did a stretch already. I'm home, relaxing, chilling. I'm not fucking with nobody. I don't fuck with cops. I don't fuck with people. I don't fuck with nobody that fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even around people that do illegal shit. I don't be around nothing. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing that you will get out of me is what happened with the phone call. That's the worst you're gonna get out of me, yo. I'm gonna protect myself by all means. So I don't pay no attention to the police at this point. I'm living my life. I'm chilling. Now, this is June. The beginning of June is literally June 3rd. Did this happen? October 13th. We're talking about October 13th. So I know what was happening. So what happens is, if you don't get arrested right away for a case, they're building a case on you. So one of the worst things that you can do while they're building a case on you is do more dumbass shit. Like, what I mean by do more dumbass shit is, if you by happen to see somebody you don't fuck with, and you just think today is the day you about to not fuck with him, like fuck with him, this is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea, because at this point they are probably following you. So this is why I be like, it's so much information that you can get. Like I can always tell when somebody's lying to me, or if somebody's there now to set me up or sabotage my life. Like, every time I can literally find out right away if you're there to sabotage my life. I can literally tell. And most people, what I've learned about most people, and I learned this from serial killers, like the whole, not dumb in person, but documentary joint, right? Is that they want to get caught. Like, these niggas want to get caught. Like, you know what I'm saying? They not just the type of niggas that want to do something and like have longevity. They like, fuck it, I'm about to have fun. I'm about to kill as many people as I can and have fun while doing it. They them type of niggas. And to, this is insane shit, obviously, but what I mean by that is, they're always going to tell you their motives in between this shit. Like, they're going to tell you what they're there for. They're going to tell you what they're doing. These people are always going to tell you the type of people that they are. You know this saying when they say, if people show you who they is, then you should believe them. That's what I mean by that. I mean, you should believe them, yo. They are going to tell you what they're there for. And there was many times over that summer that my ex was doing things that was proven to me that she was there to line me right up. And you know, there's going to be people that are going to have experiences with divorce or things like, or stuff like with me, like what I went through, or even worse, framing for like rape or stuff like that, where women just, this is the type of behavior that they do. You'll never be this is the pinnacle of disgusting. This is the white lady Emmett Till shit. That's that type of work. That's the type of work this is. This is a lady, you know, lying, getting Emmett Till killed, and then 70 years later she's saying, yeah, he ain't even whistle at me. That's the energy. And see, what I see is the energy. I literally see people encapsulating the energy in different bodies. And I could see it in her. And I'm like, am I seeing this correctly? Because one thing about when you're in love is, when you're in love and you love somebody, you're not seeing the real person. You're seeing what you love in that person. But what she was doing was, her real person started to show. I started to see how fat she was. I started to see how ugly she was as a person. I started to see how corny her pussy was. And this is the type of shit that happens when you start like noticing the ugliness in people. But it still didn't make me do something untrustworthy. See, this for me, honestly, yo, oh my God, like, here's another thing, yo, that's how I was getting high at the time. She started doing weird shit, like videotaping me. Like, so this what I mean by disgusting behavior. You know what I'm saying? This is disgusting behavior. But for me, like I said, I'm so high at the time, I'm cool with it. Now, I'm also going to say this. In this case, and I'm not gonna go into depth too much. I'm gonna let y'all read the paperwork. I'm gonna I want to make sure that my civil case gets settled before I even really go in on them. You know what I'm saying, on both of them, because one thing for sure is, what am I even in this situation for? What am I in? You're gonna read the paperwork and you're gonna ask yourself, what the fuck are you in this joint for? And this is going to be the answer to this is more disgusting than anything. The answer to this is more disgusting than anything. And, you know, for me, this was the biggest wake up call. They did me such a favor. They don't even realize the favor they did me. They simplified my life so much, yo, because they thought, in their mind, they thought I was just going to like go away. And that's what people do. They will scheme you out of whatever they scheme you for and think you're just going to disappear. And that shit ain't going to work. And not with me. That shit was never going to work with me. Because what you did was you hurt somebody I love dearly. You know what I'm saying? You hurt my little girl. You hurt somebody I love dearly. And this is something that is unforgivable. This is unforgiving. I will never forgive you for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I will forgive you for this, but you will never be forgot. I will never forget this. And this is something that, like, I'm going to press down. I'm going to press down forever. And you're going to press down too. And I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. I don't care all the police help that you got. It doesn't matter. All the even fake friend help that you got, all the people help, family help, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. That stuff does not matter to me, yo. I already made it in my mind that this is exactly what you will crash out for. This is the type of shit you crash out for. This is the type of shit that you fight for. This is not something that you just let go and just be like, all right, I'm gonna move on. Wrong. This is the type of shit that needs to be eradicated, not only out of the criminal justice system, but eradicated out of people. Because what people don't realize is what she did was she destroyed society. Society, you know how they say you pay your debt to society, all this silly shit? That's silly shit to me. But she don't even realize she is part of the problem. She's part of that whole movement of women taking advantage of men. She is part of them. That's why you got men right now saying they not even get married or they're going overseas to get a wife. Y'all women, y'all women, all y'all women sitting right next to her. Y'all don't even realize that she is the reason why you can't get a man to settle down with you, to commit to you. It's shit like this. So when you are going in your little women groups and all that, and you doing your group chats with all that, and you gossiping about men and all that, and you doing all that gossiping shit that y'all do, when you doing that, make sure that you do the right shit. Because that's the problem right now in our communities, that nobody does the right shit. Everybody's gossiping and think all this shit is funny, like this shit is a game. Meanwhile, society is crumbling right before our eyes. Why is that? Why is that? So one thing that Dr. Martin Luther King said was, he said, an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So regardless of how a person feels about even me, first of all, nobody even has a right to feel anything about me. But regardless, even if a person doesn't like me for whatever reason, the fact that if I don't get justice in this case, if I don't even get that, if I don't get the 10 million that I'm suing for, if I don't get the 2 million a year that I was illegally incarcerated, if I don't get this type of money, then this is a threat to justice everywhere. This is a threat to everybody that has cops putting evidence on them. It's a threat to anybody, yo, because what you're going to see is witness statements of her walking right to the cops and saying shit that is insane shit. I mean, the case is insane. This is insane shit. You take a person out of the streets, right? You put him in jail. Right? You put him in jail, you know that he's innocent. So you put him in jail, you know he's innocent. You play games with him the whole time that he in jail. And then you let him outside. Right? Why you let him outside for? I guess we're gonna find out soon, ain't we? Ain't we gonna find out? See, this is nasty work. This is nasty work, and you know, this is nasty work, and I feel like I look at the people who are involved in this case. I'm not talking about the people that is looked at this case and that like thinks the shit is funny or looks at this type of stuff and thinks that that they are participating into the problem. They're like, let me try to do something myself, or let me try to involve myself in some way and it not be the right way. When you do something like that, this is not pertaining to you, because this can happen. You could get all that comes with this type of shit, because look, at the end of the day, it's a guarantee I'm going to get my justice. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. God grants me that. This is a guarantee. God grants me that. So it has nothing to do with, you know, people or the streets or even revenge or shit like that. God grants me that. I have a right for that. I have a right as a human for that. So you people that are adding to the problem, you people that are assisting in the problem, this is not pertaining to you. You get everything that she gets. And I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetting. So when God comes to me and asks me what to do, I'm not forgetting. And if you are innocent, if you're one of those people that are an innocent person in the vicinity or just in the way of this situation, of the train that's coming. Like, you know, I actually apologize for that. I apologize for that because truthfully, this is something that should have never happened. This is one of those things that you look at and you're like, this should have never happened. It should have never happened, yo. These are lives destroyed for what? What you gained? What you gained from this? This is lives destroyed. This is relationship destroyed for what? And what we're going to find out, what I'm more than likely going to find out, is that she did this to save her cousin that got the time off for whatever for the joint. Maybe he didn't get deported or whatever for the vehicular homicide, and then she gets her citizenship. But this is sellout at its finest. This is sellout central. I mean, normal. I don't expect nothing else from a type of person like this. But this is sellout central, yo. When you are in America, right, and you look at our Constitution, and you feel that these rights, like you feel an obligation to these rights. You almost emulate these rights. It's almost like sort of like these rights, they represent something for you. Don't look at them. They don't exist. Those rights that you see, those amendments on the Constitution, they do not exist. They don't exist, y'all. At any given time, the criminal justice system could come and strip those rights from you. They not only will strip those rights from you, they'll make you look like you were the biggest terrorist in the world. And I do mean terrorist, because this is the type of verbiage that they'll say. Oh, he's a terrorist or something like that. This is complete insanity, but this is they weaponize. Now they weaponizing you as a person that loves the Constitution, that loves the country. They weaponize that. They have now weaponized patriots, y'all. For who? Who'd you weaponize it for? You weaponize patriotism or nationalism for what? For immigrants? Is that what you did? Because I hope when China invades Taiwan and does the blockade and bombs Guam and all that, I hope you have enough people to fight for your little dirty wars. Or when they try to hit the beaches over here to the U.S., or they sending guided missiles over here, I hope that Star Wars system works. See, you niggas really got the game fucked up. Y'all got the game so messed up that you try. Like, one thing I didn't appreciate about the police in this situation is they were the biggest instigators of this shit. And now that of the knowledge that I have, I noticed that the cops, that's all they do is instigate shit. That's all they do, yo. The police is the worst instigators in the street, period. They worse than a ghetto fat bitch with a bent leg. They worse than that type of shit, yo. They really will literally sit right on their social media, on the streets, doing instigating, antagonizing. They are the worst, yo. They are more than likely 9 times out of 10 the start of most of the wars that go on in the streets. The police did that. They either started it or they instigated it to the point where it is gotten out of control, and they just right there to lock up the people that's left over. This is insane shit. This is insane stuff, yo. And to think that I allowed my heart and my trust to be involved and in the middle of this nonsense just burns me out.